Hey you guys, Commander Tex here, and today I have a Protoss versus Zerg for you. I'm going to be our blue Protoss in the top left versus the shader barcode red Zerg in the bottom right. I actually named this replay Good Game, Well Played, so I'm excited to see what happens. Like always, I'll go ahead and 4 times through the beginning, as long as nothing interesting happens. Second hatch block, normal expands. Hatch gas pool. Versus expand before Cyberpore. All looking pretty normal. Getting the hatch block is pretty cool. The depths are really good when you have the bases split up like this. Okay, finally, the first depth. Let's see what she can do. So we're gonna go ahead and get in between the two bases, so if any drones try and rally, they get caught out. This first adept's going to do okay. I wish I hadn't finished that shade, but it's whatever. She's going to get a couple of Ling kills, it looks like, and then end up dying. Not exactly what I had hoped for her, but yeah, she got 3 Ling kills. That was pretty bad. Let's see if her successor can do any better. Ling speed is done, so I really doubt it. Yeah, no, she does even worse. Well, cool. There's the first 2 adepts. They did nothing. I, in fact, don't even have a stalker in the wall, so he's just going to run through before warp gate's done. Luckily, he only has 4 Zerglings, so we just surround it with workers. But now we've got a battery and a stalker in the wall, so no further shenanigans. I actually built the Twilight Council on the wall instead of a second gateway, so I only have 3 gates right now when I am supposed to have 4. We're going to build this one a little bit late, but better late than ever. See, as you can see, the DTs are supposed to be warping in, and I did the build bad that I was supply blocked. Not that bad, because supply block ended pretty quickly. But I still don't have this 4th gate, so it's going to be 3 DTs walking in. This guy already has a Spore over here, so I'm feeling pretty good for him. But he only has queens, so it does look like a number of those queens are going to be going down here. Yep, that's 3. We get a 4th queen. Yep, 4 queens for a 1 DT. Still a pretty solid trade. Normally I end up killing the base, but it feels almost crazy to say that was not even that good of a trade. This is a terrible trade. This is the greediest place I could have possibly warped those Archons. Somehow one of them survives. Totally should have both been dead. The correct way to do it is to go down here and warp in behind the mineral lines. That way you can't get surrounded like that. But whatever. Just gonna go ahead and counterattack the 3rd. Archon drop is just chilling over here. Can't get recalled because we're instead recalling the Immortal, which I think was a solid play. You really don't want to be losing that MO. Archon drop over here. I want to make another Archon, but I spent a bunch of gas making this DT over here so that I wouldn't die. But again, the 3rd is safe. It's taken a while, but we're still trying to warp in over here. Finally, the 2nd DT's come in. Okay, so a DT's gonna go somewhere, an Adept's gonna go distract, and the Archon drop's gonna come in. So this is gonna be a cool little triple prong. He's already got queens on the Prism, just like he should, so it's not gonna be great off the bat. But the Archons are gonna get some Lings for free. Well, yeah, for free. Almost not for free. Almost terribly not for free, but it still was fine. DT is going to show up just a little bit late to this triple prong, and then we end up getting 3 workers. Luckily, this Archon drop didn't die. He would have likely A-moved me had it died. Hopefully there will be a recall on that in a second here. Got a decent attack lining up at the third here. Finally getting a recall on the prism. Batteries up. Semi-wall, cannon. Yeah, with 5 Archons now, I'm feeling pretty good about holding this attack. Very good. He scouts with Chainslings before he comes in and attacks. That's super smart. Move some Zealots out and see what's coming. We already have a pretty decent arc here to meet any attack. Gonna send out some more Zealots to go and scout. And I see all these Banelings here, so I load up the Archons in a drop and come and drop them right in front of the Banelings. They soak up a bunch of Banes, come back, drop them off by the battery. Grab some more Archons, come and do it again with these Banelings. One of the Archons dies, but an Archon dying to Banelings is a pretty good trade for the Protoss. Okay, he finally attacks. We're shooting some disruptor shots. Battery overcharge goes off, and it's a smash. Absolutely dumpstered it. Okay, so we have 2 prisms. Gonna go ahead and put the disruptors in the prism with more health. Send Zealots across the map and a move across. Okay, the low health prism is going to be the pylon. The high health prism is going to be the micro prism. I'm going to keep A moving, shoot these Ruptor shots. Great split on the first Ruptor. Just runs away from the second one, but very good. No Zealots here isn't very good. The back prism is moving up and not doing its job of warping in. Both the prisms are sieged for double warp in power. Double sieged prisms are going to siege on top of each other so that they can both get biled by vials. Oh, 2 prisms get biled at the same time. Just completely unforced error. The one prism should have just stayed in the back, warped up where it was over here, warping in. But that's not good. That's gonna just completely kill the attack without any ability to warp in and losing whatever was in the prism and below it. At home, we got 4 Archons, so there's still a chance to hold. He's gonna go ahead and wait for more Banelings, which really I think is a mistake. I think he could have just A-moved me if he hadn't waited for the Banelings. Banelings are just not that good versus Archons, which is like all I have. Okay, so we see the attack over here. You don't see this Baneling run by, that's going to go ahead and kill everything. Decent disruptor shot. This battery is unpowered, so it's not actually giving us anything. Nice Archon pickup. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and repower the batteries, get the prism drop going up again, split out Zealots all around the map to scout and attack. Oh, we're not making any workers, which isn't good. Okay, Zealots all over the place. I'm gonna go ahead and scout the Roach Ball, which means we're gonna get 2 pretty nice shots off on the Roach Ball. The Zealots should probably run away. Looks like they just stand behind a mineral line instead. They're making probes again. It's good. More Archons. Nice. He's got a Spire on the way, though, which is not good. Spires are very hard to deal with. Especially when you're lower on eco, and I must be not as low as I thought, but that's probably pretty new. He's been, after he killed everything at the third, I was probably pretty low for a while. Okay, bats. 10 bats coming in. Bunch of Archons in the middle. Can't go back. When there are bats, you can't go back. Okay, so this attack is gonna have to be it. Whole bunch of blueberry men, which is very good, but half of it gets split off from the other half. No disruptors to support the Archons over here. They all just die to roaches. Finally, the disruptors show up, but great splits out of him, and half the Archons are already dead. Does some great kiting to lure me up. Meanwhile, just still making stuff and rallying to the bottom. All the Archons are over here, which means the disruptors are isolated. We're trying to gather everything back up again, but now the Mutas come back, and all the Archons have to be fighting the Mutas, and they're not going to win. A half recall isn't going to be enough, really. Finally, he just comes over and... well, he doesn't aim at me. Yeah, I go out on the map, and then he aim-moves me. Oh, it was a good game. There are a lot of mistakes made, but he took it in the end. Hope y'all enjoyed.